Well, we want to return to our lead story tonight. With less than a week to go before Kenyans head to the polls on the 4th of March, much of the population is eager to avoid a repeat of the deadly violence that followed the last polls in 2007. And as Arise News' Sarah Head reports, many murals and concerts have been organized to provide a more positive and cultural outlet for Kenyan political passions.
There are posters on every spare space of wall in Kibera, Nairobi's biggest slum. Dozens of candidates all competing in next week's election. As well as endless pictures of politicians, huge murals have sprung up, all of which have the same message. There should be no repeat of the violence that saw Kibera nearly burned to the ground after the last election 5 years ago.
We decided to select the walls that are along the way, along these major pathways, especially in the slums, whereby many people pass by, so when they pass, they can read the message, and the message is gotten right into them.
The Kibera Walls for Peace project is just one of numerous peace initiatives and events that have taken place across Kenya in the past few months. They even painted a train that passes through Nairobi. In Naivasha in the Rift Valley, where some of the bloodiest violence took place, a peace walk through the town brought together different communities and youth groups.
This was one of the most hit areas in the country, and it really affected the people. And now, as we are drawing near to the election, I want to spread the gospel of peace. We've dubbed our walk as A Peaceful Kenya Starts With Me.
More than 1,000 people died and hundreds of thousands were displaced after the results of the last elections were hit by allegations of fraud. Political protests sparked ethnic conflict that quickly turned into brutal violence. Peace concerts like this one are taking place across the country, promoting a message of unity and restraint. Amani means peace in Swahili.
You know, we had violence, and somebody preached violence that time. That's why we had violence in 2007, 2008. So right now, everybody should preach peace, so that even if there's somebody who is planning to do any violence, they have some peace installed in them.
Ethnic divisions are still rife in Kenya. Almost 500 people were killed in tribal clashes last year. So it's impossible to predict what will happen after the first round of the election on March 4th. But with widespread efforts to promote peace across the country, it's hoped there'll be no repeat of the violence of past elections. Sarah Head, Arise News.